Morning everybody, it's Randy and I want to talk to you this morning about what are you doing to establish a presence or a success in your business. Are you doing all of the things that you have to do on a daily basis? You know, in building a business or in living life, there's always something each and every day that you have to and you must do. If you're not doing those things, you'll never step forward. You'll never move forward. You'll always have what you currently have. If you continue to do the same things that you've always done, you're going to continue to get the same things that you've always had. I'm always asked if I like prospecting. And the answer to that question is no, I hate it. I never have liked prospecting. I was very successful in the insurance industry, and that industry is just like network marketing. It's based on having prospects. I hated it. But you see, I love being a winner. And I love having enough money to make my life comfortable. And I found out that if I didn't do the things that I hate, the rest of it never showed up. I remember hearing a story one time that somebody asked Muhammad Ali if he likes to get up at 4:30 in the morning and jog and run. And he said, no, I hate it. He said, I hate every minute of it, but he says, I love being champion. And you see, so he did that because that's the only way he could be champion. So that's how it is in your business. There's going to be things that you don't like to do. Maybe it's prospecting. Maybe for some of you it's not prospecting. Maybe it's picking up the telephone to call people to follow up. Maybe that's the part you don't like. Maybe it's having to take the time to learn how to go to your website and understand how to run everything on the website. Maybe that's the part that you don't like. I don't know what the part is that you don't like, but I do know there's something that you don't like to do. And if you try to sidestep it, you're never going to build a successful business. You're never going to achieve what you want to achieve. So what it boils down to it is basically this. What are you doing to make your life successful? What are you doing each and every day? Do you have a top 5 or 10 list of things that you have to do on a daily basis in order to achieve those goals that you want to achieve? Do you have that? Because if you don't have that, you're not going to get any place. It's like getting in your car and you say, okay, I'm going to go to such and such a place, but you really don't know how to get there and you refuse to look at a map. Well, maybe eventually you'll get there, but I'll tell you what, it's going to be slim to none, really, that you're going to get there. And when you do, it's going to be a long time from when you should have gotten there if you'd have just followed the map. You see, it's just plain and simple. Each and every day, you'll hear not only from me, but you'll hear from other people with all different types of tips and things that you can learn on how to get to achieve, to get to your goal. If you read them and you give them lip service and you say, boy, that's a great idea, but you don't follow through with it, you don't try it to see if it'll work for you, you're never going to get to where you want to get to. It's really a simple process, folks, and it's not hard. It's only hard if you complicate it here. You see, you just simply take the things that you can learn from other people. Because guess what? They're showing you what worked for them. And if you can learn from their mistakes, then you'll find out that your life could be a whole lot easier because you didn't have to go through that stuff. But if you try something and it just doesn't seem to work for you, then it wasn't for you. You see, we're given wisdom each and every day. Every day that we ask for wisdom from the good Lord, He gives it to us in some way, shape, or form. It doesn't always come from Him. It comes from Him, but it oftentimes and most likely will come through some other way, through a book, through the Bible, or through some book that you read, or some motivational speech that you hear, or some information that you read, or it may be somebody that you don't know, but they come up and they're willing to pass on this information to you simply because it was what you asked for. So the whole purpose of this short little message, and it's about 4 or 5 minutes long, something like that. The whole purpose of this short little message is to get you to start to think about what you need to do to build a successful business. If you really, really want it, you're going to do what you have to do it. Don't ever think for one moment that you can sidestep the things that are required of everybody to be able to build a business, because you can't do it, folks. It's impossible. You see, if you're going to learn how to drive a car, you've got to learn all the aspects of the car. If you get in and you know how to do everything, but you don't know how to push on the gas pedal, it doesn't make any difference. All the rest of the stuff that you know, that one part is missing, and that's the most important part. The car won't move. If you get in the car and you know how to do everything, but you don't know how to put it in the proper gear, you know everything there is to know about driving the car except one of the most important things, which is putting it into gear. Anything you do in life has to have a set of things that you need to learn. So learn them, and then apply them, and glean from the stuff that you learn, the stuff that works for you. If it doesn't work for you, don't do it. But if it works for you, do it on a daily basis. Every single solitary day. One of our distributors says that it's consistency and persistency that makes the success of your business go. And it's absolutely true. If you'll just continue to do what you do on a daily basis, persistently, and do it consistently, you will find that you'll have success. But you've got to be willing to learn to do everything that is required of you. There are many gifts that are given to us on a daily basis. There are many opportunities that show up in our life on a daily basis. And I'm not talking about the shiny object syndrome, opportunities of different companies. I'm not talking about that, because if you follow that route, you're going to fail too. Because you'll never be solid in what you do. But what I'm talking about opportunities is there's conversations you have with people. There's situations you get into on a daily basis that would allow you to present or ask the right question to get people to ask you for more information. And if you're not willing to learn the skills, you may not recognize that, and you'll walk right by the next person that could possibly make you a millionaire. I guess this video is a little longer than 4 or 5 minutes, about 7 minutes long. Just remember this. If you're willing to do the thing you hate, you'll find out that it'll propel you to the thing that you love. If you're willing to do the thing that you hate, it'll propel you to the thing that you love. And passion's a wonderful thing. I have a lot of passion for what I do. But no matter what you have passion in, eventually someday what you do becomes so routine that the passion part of it seems to disappear. And if you've established a habit of doing these things that you hate to do, but if you establish a habit of doing them in every day, every way, every day, consistently and persistently, guess what? The habit will drive you forward when the passion has ceased to exist. If you'll just learn these things, you'll find out that your business will build. You'll be able to have the kind of life that you want to have. And I'm going to tell you something. Everybody listening to my voice right now, every one of you, yes, you. I guess the camera lens is actually over here. Every one of you that's listening to my voice right now has the ability to achieve anything that you want to achieve because you have a brain that God gave you. That brain is attached to a soul. That soul inside of it is where the inspiration comes from. And if you'll just get it in your head and start speaking it out of here, it'll start to get into here and it'll start to happen out there. If you'll just start doing that, do it consistently, build a habit, do the things you hate to do to get the things that you love, and you're going to find out that your life will be the most wonderful life that you could possibly imagine.